Hey, you guys, good evening. This is Shannon with Survive and Thrive. Today, of course, we know it's still Sunday, but we are talking about our PSA, which is our public service announcements. And of course, we are announcing Recover and Rebuild. We are going to be hosting this workshop coming August 26th, as you can see right here. We're going to be doing this conference in conjunction with Survive and Thrive. This one here, of course, is not necessarily uh, tied to cancer or anything, because I know some of you may say, well, I don't have cancer, so Survive and Thrive is just I don't see an interest there. And that's where you're totally kind of like missing it, because we don't just sit and talk about cancer at Survive and Thrive. We have different speakers that are talking about health. It's talking about health and wellness. We got mental health, we got social health, we got social emotional health. So we're looking at things from a perspective that will help you in all aspects of your life. But for those of you guys who definitely need this, Recover and Rebuild is coming August 26th. So get your tickets. The tickets are only $10. So this is definitely cost effective and affordable. But it also is going to be very impactful at the same time. So when you go to bit.ly/recover and rebuild, and that's and recover and rebuild is where you can get your tickets. And then again, let me make sure I'm spelling that right, because I kind of typed a little bit. Recover with the O. There we go. Recover and rebuild. That's where you want to go and get your tickets, because this is going to be great. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to get some concrete support in times of need, to get some concrete information on how to move yourself to the next step. Now, one of the things that I had put in here as part of the topics that you put in here to display was sometimes we are comfortable, we are discomfort, we have some discomfort, we're not comfortable. And I had kind of shared it in a different way today. Earlier, we talked about, regurgitating and having things that where you got to get it out of yourself. So for those of you who have been sick ever, and you had to just get it out, and your body was telling you to reject it. It was rejecting whatever the badness that you had inside of you, and it needed to get rid of it. So the thing is that self-doubt and insecurities and procrastination and things like that are part of that. That's the same thing. Your body knows that it wants to succeed, it wants to live. So what it will do, it will reject harmful things that are in it, and it would reject it. It will say, no, that should not be here. That is foreign. It should not be here. When you look at negativity and disappointment, it's the same way. Your body knows, your mind knows that it is not part of it. It should not be there. So it wants to reject it. So what you have to do, and I have put that in a way of explaining it as a complaining. Everybody complains. There is no one that does not. They do it differently. We're human. We all complain. Some of you are passive aggressive, which are complaining. And you say, well, oh, it's no problem. It is a problem. That's why you said that. That's passive aggressive. So stop being passive aggressive. That's one thing. That will start your recover and your rebuild. Some of you are passive aggressive, and you will say, if you're the type that says, you have a problem and something is not the way you like it, but you'll say, oh, it's no problem. Stop saying that. That's not the truth. And I know we all have said it. Oh, don't worry about it. It's no problem. It is a problem. Say it's a problem, but you don't got to jump all down their throat about it to say that it is. It is a problem. So don't say it's not a problem, because that's not telling the truth. It's a passive aggressive move when you say something is no problem, but it really is. It is a problem. But part of what we do is that we will be uncomfortable, and we will be uncomfortable, but we'll talk about, we want to move and we want to change some things and we want to do something else. But the problem is that because we have some insecurities, and we really don't know what steps to take in order to get us there. Hey, hi, Kat, where you been? You've been gone for about a week, 2 months. 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. That's what it is. We putting 2 months on you. Yeah, 2 months. So the thing is that you have to understand that despite the fact that your body will reject things, at the same time, your body and your mind and everything, it tries to protect you. So one of the things that you have to kind of look at is you want to change some of the discomfort that you're having and you're experiencing. But the unfortunate part is that you're so comfortable in it, you get so comfortable with doing it, you don't know how to change it, because changing it means you're going to have to change, which is also another discomfort. It's uncomfortable making changes. That's what it is. She said, taking care of business every day, taking care of business. Okay, then take care of business then. So we have to keep in mind that when we are just uncomfortable, the being uncomfortable is the first part of it, which is fine, which is good because you're uncomfortable. But what has to happen is that you have to now take steps to remove you out of that. And a lot of the times our bodies knows how to reject things. So it causes us to have some type of, regurgitation. And we got to get it out. So it's okay to get things out. But what it's not okay is to suck it back in. And I know, and I was had explained this to someone, and I don't want to get into the details of it because it sounds really nasty because you mentally have to see this. But in order for you to understand that you need to let that toxin go, then I have to explain it that way. So the one thing, okay, what she say? Campbell won't let me do much. I have to pay for it. Well, that is very true. If you want to remove the backgrounds of things and you want to have access to all the little fancy pictures and the PNGs and all that, you do got to pay for it. But if you guys paid attention and did the photo P that I was teaching, you would be able to still do what you need to do. But that's okay. You'll learn, make it happen. And that's just kind of how it is. Sometimes you just got to make things happen for yourself. Sometimes, you give people something, they don't want it, they got to figure it out. Then you go figure it out, then make it happen for yourself. Just make it happen, get it done. So anyway, we're not gonna fuss that hot cat no more. Yes, girl, I told you that. Photo P. It's not that way, it's PEE. Photo P. There's some other ones, actually. There are some other ones out there other than Photo P. That's the one when my Photoshop was on the blink and I couldn't do any work. I needed something to still get the work done. And Coach Dave went and looked it up for me. I'm sure he was using it. And then he told me about it. And then I started using it on the interim. And then now I use it for to show other people. He said, I'm telling. I started using it for other things. I use it to kind of help folks who don't have Photoshop because Photoshop is expensive. It is, and it does take some time to learn, but it's not impossible to learn it though. That's the thing. That's where that comfort and discomfort come in. It's not impossible to learn, but you can learn it. And it will do, all the things that you want it to do that Canva can do. Now, of course, Canva has like some fancy little pictures and things and stuff, and that's cool too. But I don't know, the thing about Canva, and for those who are trying to start t-shirt businesses using Canva, it's limited. From what I'm seeing, it's limited because when it's time to print, unless you're going to print through Canva, then okay, fine. But if you're going to print outside of Canva and use like a big printer place or somebody who's really printy, they're going to have a problem with the graphics that Canva creates. So that's the thing. Unless there's something, of course, I don't know, which I don't know everything, and I don't know Canva like that. So yeah, so that's what it is. So anyway, recover and rebuild. I put the ticket links up above for you guys to get your tickets. Get your tickets. Again, this is a workshop that we're doing to the steps in preparing for Survive and Thrive. This is going to be August 27th, as you can see right here, August 27th. We're going to have Adrian there. She's going to be able to talk also about Rebuild. The name of her company is Rebuilt. And we're going to put cancer recovery, the recovery of Survive and Thrive, that aspect, and Rebuild together. Because again, you need to recover from what you're doing in order to rebuild. Um, hey, so yeah, so that's what we got going on right there. So yeah, so I am going to get going. So I appreciate you guys. Now, of course, you know, we got all these little fancy videos over here, but we also want you guys to know more about what we're doing. So go find out how Recover and Rebuild can help you. If you're ready to kind of really make some changes and you want to get out of the discomfort that you're in, we do have to start with a plan, and we have to start with something that you could agree upon. It has to be an agreement. You have to agree to want to change, to want to do it. Change is definitely inevitable, but also change is sort of, it is definitely a life changer, if you will. It is something that comes very difficult for people, you know, and it does. It's very difficult for people to kind of understand and, you know, follow that. So I definitely want you guys to connect with us, learn more about Recover and Rebuild, get your tickets. The tickets are right here. You can go to the link. It's on Eventbrite. You can even visit the Survive and Thrive page, and you could also get a link that will take you there. We are looking for speakers. I'm looking for 5 speakers that have impact, that are all about health and wellness. That's about how can you help change the lives of others? How can you help your own life? Because believe it or not, when you're helping someone, it does support you. It helps you too, because it definitely makes you a better person. And not that you're a bad person, but it just makes you better. It makes you better, more manageable, more understandable, more understanding, because then you are definitely empathetic. You learn empathy. Having empathy for people is very key, because a lot of people need empathy. They're dealing with things that they seem to can't shake themselves up. And when you have empathy for them, it's not that you're allowing them to do whatever they want. I mean, as long as no one's harming you, then, you know, totally understand that. But it gives them an opportunity to kind of sit back and acknowledge their mistakes without feeling where there's judgment. And everybody knows that having judgment or feeling judged, it causes you to shut down, even if it's not to your benefit. Having judgment will cause you to just kind of back out, even though you should not, and it's going to endanger you and give you more problems. But human nature is to remove ourselves from the situation that's causing us discomfort. And if moving ourselves out from a situation means that we have to lose some things, we really won't necessarily take the time to value what it is that we're going to lose. Because at the time, we really are worried about the discomfort that we're feeling, and we want to remove ourselves from it. So, with that, Recover and Rebuild is all about you and helping you to recover from those things that you have had challenges with, and rebuild it. And how do you rebuild your purpose? How do you rebuild your will and desire to do what it is that you want to do? And what is the desired outcomes? So, thank all of you guys for being here. Of course, we're going to leave you guys with a video. And we want you to know more and learn more about what we're doing. So, besides the video for Recover and Rebuild, we have a 10-second video or so that is talking about Survive and Thrive. For you to save the date, get your tickets. Go ahead and purchase your tickets, because, you know, tickets are available now. So we got 33 seconds. We're going to play this video, and we're going to see you tomorrow for My Bright Idea Monday. So thank all of you guys for taking the time to sit in. Hopefully you took some notes. If you want more of this type of information, come and sign up, get your tickets for Recover and Rebuild. And I'll see you on the next video.